times. We're gonna put all the horse ponies to work. Try to really make this thing go up big hills. Hopefully it'll go to the top. We got the sticky Nittos on. They'll work good. We got faith in them. If not, we'll use the race line rim. It makes traction too. We just smash it into the rocks and hope it grabs somewhere. It'll be okay. Normally use the bead lock bolts. And if that doesn't work, we'll just skid it on the skid plate. That's why they put it on there. You know, they said they're bash plates. So, and Joe told me it's 1/4 inch AR, supposed to be like a tank, takes bullets. I mean, what's up guys? So been a busy month and a half. Pretty much busy since Hammers, but we got some time to catch our breath now, actually go through the truck and the UTVs to get them all lined out and worked out really good. We're going to do some post-race recap videos. We feel like we've been slacking. Dylan showed up here yelling at me, had a list, you know, and I guess the fans are getting pretty rowdy without us giving some post-race videos, which is fair enough. They want to know what's going on. So let's keep them up to date. What we're going to do is I'm going to break down Moab, I'm going to break down Badlands, and then I'm going to break down Rausch Off-Road. We're probably going to do them in 3 separate videos, but you'll see me sitting here in the same clothes because we want to add in some content from each race. So let's get started right on into the first one. We're going to start with Moab. Awesome event. For those of you that haven't been, you've got to go to Moab. That's like a bucket list. We took the square body out, wheeled the square body a ton. For those that you follow the page, seen some of that. Had a blast with it. Already upgrades I want to do for next year on it. Then we get into race day, race week, whatever. Come out of the swinging with the 44 truck. We have a brand new transmission we put in. We're working on a tune on the motor because it was a brand new motor. So just a ton of new stuff going on all at one time. Got it lined out. Qualifying was, we did okay. We ended up like 4th. Not really what I wanted, but good enough. I could live with it. But the car was actually doing really well. The ADS shocks on the back of the truck were doing phenomenal. Super happy. Huge learning curve with them still. Same thing with just everything with it. Just trying to get the new motor combination with the transmission. Trying to get all that happy inside the truck and get it to where it wants to be. Roll right into the racing, it starts raining. And it's a muddy, disastrous, crazy, like East Coast style race. We didn't at the time seal the dash up quite as good as we should, so I'm gonna lead into that in a second. Start the race out, we come out on lap 1, Paul Horschel qualified on the pole. We make it probably, I'm gonna say like 4 miles, 5 miles into the race course. And sure enough, we run into Paul is broke on a really hard 1-lane obstacle, and it kind of stacks a couple of us up behind him. So I got Cole Clark in front of me, I got Brendan Thompson in front of me, and then Paul's broke. I know K-Rod's right behind me. We're all waiting in line. So it's kind of a bummer because it puts a lot of us towards the front at a huge disadvantage because now we got to open that time spread back up because everybody's just running up onto us, catching us. And so technically, you know, in the first lap, we're losing the race essentially, I guess. Make it through that bottleneck. Brendan cuts a tire in the bottleneck somewhere. Cole Clark gets around him. I pass him, and then I'm able to stay right on top of Cole in his UTV. He really couldn't get away from me, so he pulls over to the side, lets me go by. Go by him, take off. Doing pretty good. Trying not to destroy the car. I get to a speed zone, running through a speed zone, and right as we get ready to come out of the speed zone, I get bumped from K-Rod. So I know he's right behind me on my back bumper. And I'm sure he's just bumping on me, just letting me know, like, you know, I'm here, you better go or get out of my way. So we come out of the speed zone, I go ahead and pick the pace up, start running, and we pretty much just kind of stay there. Like neither one of us, I'm not really getting away from him. He's not really running me down. He's just kind of pacing me, or we're just staying right there about I'd say probably a 15 to 20 second split. it's back and forth. Like one lap I lead by 8 seconds, the next lap he leads by a couple seconds. So we're just kind of trading the lead back and forth for the first 3, maybe 4 laps. And then I'm getting into lap traffic. I'm physically leading the race, so I'm the first one to the lap cars. Don't even know who it was. There's a guy, I honk at him a couple times. He won't move, won't get out of my way. And it's raining and it's mud, so when you're behind them, they're throwing a ton of mud up, and it's just blinding me inside the car. So I keep catching them, having to stop, get my visor clean, run them down again, and this goes on. So I finally hit them pretty aggressively to get them out of my way. They move over, and as they move over, I go around them, and of course I got a muddy visor, and as I'm going around them, I catch the right front tire and cut it down on a boulder or on something. It took a pretty hard hit. So I knew what I just did was pretty aggravated that it just happened. End up running a little bit, trying to kind of get away from him, even with the flat, so I can get a good spot to change it. Find a spot, get out, break the ratchet strap on the back of the car. So broke my spare tire carrier strap on the back of the car, trying to get it undone. Change the tire out, take back off. I seen K-Rod go by. I seen, I think, Bailey Cole go by. A couple other guys probably passed me in there. I don't really recall everybody. But take back off. And I knew then I was kind of in, like, I'm going to say push mode, where I knew I had to go. I had to really make some time up. These guys got around me. So I kind of turned it on up and start really pushing the car, really getting after it. And I don't know how many laps we made, like maybe another 1 or 2 laps there. And the radios are kind of intermittent because the switch panel inside the car is tripping because it's getting water in the dash. So I keep losing fans and tripping breakers and tripping the radios. So I could hear people when I'd reset the breakers, but it was kind of intermittent. And so somewhere in there, they tell me I'm physically leading I'm leading the race and physically leading it. So I don't know exactly what happened to the other competitors, but I don't really recall passing them. I must have passed them while they were in the pit. Is what I know with Bailey, I passed him while he was in the pit and got back out in front of him. I believe K-Rod ended up breaking something in his car, his truck, and whatever happened to him. And then, so we're leading, and then I just had to maintain, which sounds really easy, but it's actually pretty difficult. The second place guy was pushing, trying to catch me, so I'm just trying to maintain our lead. And I keep having to stop and shut the car completely off and restart all the electronics in it because it's tripping all of my fan relays and stuff in the dash. So I keep pulling over, stopping, shutting the main power off on the car, restarting the car. Everything will turn back on, run, I don't know, half a lap, had to shut it off again. Did that the last 2, maybe 3 laps. One of the things that is pretty cool about there, it hardly ever hails at Moab, but literally during the race, it was hailing. Like we had, I don't know, pea-size hail bouncing off the car as we're racing. So pretty wild, a little bit different from a lot of other sports in the fact that we race no matter what. I've never been to a race that they've canceled. We've always lined up and raced no matter how bad the weather is, which is pretty different from most other race series and races. And then end up coming home with the win. Got a solid win, was happy to be done with that race. It was brutally wet, muddy, cold, all the above, but awesome race. Moab's always cool. They always got awesome climbs there. There was a lot of carnage. There was a lot of broken cars, guys not making climbs, guys rolling over, guys making new paths, new climbs. Like the track was changing every lap. It was a really cool place to race, so super happy with that. You ready? You recording? And action. Oh, we gotta get one of the little boards. It looks so cool. Oh, thanks, Dylan. Make me feel good. Coming out from Hammers, rolling right into Moab. This new car is fast. I've been fighting a few issues with the new car, mostly just myself. The transmission, the T2 transmission is longer, so the trailing arms are longer on the back of the car, and it changes everything about the rear shocks. So everything we learned from the year before about rear shocks is pretty much null and void, out the window. We're starting back over from scratch. And then after wrecking the car at Hammers, I really didn't have time. I got it together in time to go to the race. I didn't have time to actually test anything. So we go right into Moab, and the car was actually very fast, really fast. We had a tumble in qualifying, and I think that was just a combination of a few things bad. Like we jumped, landed, fully compressed the car. The suspension, I had it set too soft for that because I was setting it for the race, not really for qualifying. And at the same time, it fully compressed. There was a, I don't know, like a 6-inch ledge on the driver's side front tire, and I landed perfectly, hit the ledge, and it just rotated the car completely over on its side in the air. Didn't hurt the car. Luckily, it sustained it perfectly fine, a few scratches. Got the car righted, checked it over, looked good. Come out to racing, took off racing, and we had to start last because of the rollover, so we started at the very back and worked our way up through the field extremely quickly, like faster than even I expected inside the car. We were moving just a really good pace, really smooth, being consistent, catching people. Got all the way up to Travis Zollinger. Caught Travis, he's in an X3, single seat, all custom chassis car, and caught him and realized I was a lot faster than he was, and I wasn't for sure where the leader of the race was. I figured I had him beat on corrected time, but I knew I didn't have him beat by a lot. So my goal was to get around Travis and get myself into a position to where if that guy decided to push on the last lap, I was also able to push. Because in the position I was in, if I took off pushing, I would be immediately into the back of Travis and other racers, and I'd hold me up and I'd struggle to catch the leader. So trying to pass Travis, he wouldn't let me around, is basically the easiest way to put it. I was very frustrated with him. I'm actually friends with Travis, so that made it even more frustrating. So I bumped him, still wouldn't let me around. We passed Cody Willenberg, got around, both of us got around him. I continued to bump him, he won't let me around. And at this point, I'm trying to line up a better hit on him. And the way it worked is his back bumper is lower than my front bumper. So every time I go to bump him, I go over the top of his back bumper, and it actually goes into my lower A-arms of my car. So I'm kind of hesitant to just full on hit him hard. I finally get irritated, go to hit him hard, and when I did, same thing happened. I went over his rear bumper up onto the back of his car, and it got my front tire wedged between his back tire and his rear tire rack. And as he turned, it actually broke the steering rack inside my car, and it pinned it in there, broke it. So that pretty much took me out of the race. So I went from leading the race, trying to get around him to take me out. So I will say, Travis, I owe you one. I'm not going to be nice the next time. It's going to be very aggressive from the go. So fair is fair. I'll still be buddies with you. I'm not mad, but when we're racing, we're racing. Fair enough. All right, then on to the second race. So fixed the car. Jason Watt, JW Performance, Paul Horschel, a bunch of guys came over that evening, helped me get the car fixed. We built a steering flag for the car to fix the rack out of a stock one and some parts and some joy. It was a kind of a team effort. A lot of people chipped in and helped and made it happen. We borrowed a welder from another team. Awesome. Thank you to everybody that did that. Come out the next day, morning race, took off and pretty much was able to get to the lead and never look back. Maintained the lead. We had a little battle at the last lap with Tyler Rimreed. We had him beat on corrected time, so I wasn't terribly worried about it, but I knew that we were having a fun little battle, just enjoying it. But yeah, was able to get the win and take it home. The course was awesome. Not a high pace course, so like not a lot of mile per hour in the race course, but a lot of ledges, a lot of brutal racing. It's pretty much like a never-ending rock trail at Hammers. Basically, it's like starting in a rock trail at Hammers and racing it for an hour straight through a rock trail. It's just brutally tough race course. So a lot of fun. Really, a lot comes down to taking care of the race car. So awesome time. Really appreciate everything. All the guys that chipped in and made that happen. So awesome.